Good day, Dr. Go and fellow friends. We are from Group 2, and now today we will be presenting the financial report for the WCT Holding Berhad that cover 5 years, which is 2020 and 2040. So now I will be introduce our group members, which is me, Pang Yashen, Ng Yi-en, Amy Hamejing, and Karen Huang Kai-lun. For the introduction, WCT is a public company in Malaysia which has been listed on Bursa Malaysia since 1995. Its main business area is engineering and construction, property development, property investment, and management. It also completes major projects such as Sepang International Circle, KLIA 2, MRT or LRT station, shopping mall, and residential area. It also expands operations to Qatar and UAE, especially in infrastructure work. Financial performance is very important for the project success, which can affect the budgeting, cost control, payment cycles, and project risk. This report focuses on WCT financial health from 2020 to 2024. We use the ratio analysis to evaluate the performance in asset usage, profitability, debt management.
Good morning, Dr. Go. I will be present about the company overview. WCT Holding Berhad is a major investment company in Malaysia, founded in 1981 with a main office in Petaling Jaya, Selangor. So the main business include engineering and construction, home building and investment, and managing home. Previously known as WCT Earthworks and Building Contractors Sdn Berhad, but in 1995 it was listed on Bursa Malaysia in 2013. WCT has completed over 400 infrastructure projects worth 40 billion, including the Sepang International Circle, Yas Marina Circle in Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain International Circle. Financially, WCT reported 1.29 billion from construction, 516 million from property development, and 273 million from property investment. Employs over 1,400 employees and has won awards for its Sustainable and CSR Malaysia Awards. Key CSR initiatives include community support programs, employee health and welfare campaign, and environmental sustainability effort. In conclusion, the company's vision is to benefit society, the economy, and the environment with a mission to provide responsible service, ensure workplace safety, and maintain strong corporate governance.
So now we move on to horizontal analysis. We use financial statement compare to 1 year to the next year. So as an example, we use the comparison between 2020 and 2021. So under the current asset, we have the item which is cash, account receivable net, inventory, prepay expenses. And for the property and equipment, we have land, buildings and equipment net. So for the formula to get the amount of charge is current year minus to base year, and for the to get the percentage, the formula is amount divided by the base year and multiple by 100 percentage. So for example, the cash you will get the amount of charge is negative 247210, and for the percentage is negative 53%. So that means that the percentage of cash is dropped by the 53%, and account receivable remain 0%, and inventory dropped by 9%. Prepay expenses increased 9%. So the total current asset is dropped 14%. For the land, increased 16%, and the building and equipment net is dropped by 10%. Total property and equipment is also dropped by 8%. So the total asset is dropped by 13%. So now we move on to vertical analysis. For the vertical analysis, it's helped us to see how much each item contribute to total asset in the same year. So for the formula is use the, for example, for cash 2021, we use 222077 divide by the total, which is 1905081, and multiply by 100%. Then you will get the percentage in 2021, which is 20%. So in a short summary, the cash in 2022 we get 21%, and in 2021 is decreased by 20%. And for the account receivable in 2020, which is 15%, and increase in 2021, 59%. For the inventory in 2020, which is 21%, and also increase in 2021, which is 22%. For the land in 2020, which is 1%, and increase in 2021, become 2%. For the equipment in 2020 is 7%, and in 2021 remains 7%. For the accumulated in 2020, which is negative 1%, and also in 2021 remains to negative 1%. For trend analysis, we look at how revenue and profit change over 5 years. So we use the item which is revenue, expenses, net income in 5 years, which is 2020 to 2024. For the formula, we use current year minus to base year. You will get the total. The total divide by the base year and multiple 100%. So in summary, the revenue in 2020, which is 100%, decrease in 2021, which is 99.7%, and increase in 2020, which is 123.6%, and decrease in 2023, which is 105.6%, and increase in 2024, which is 111.8%. For the expenses in 2020, which is 100%, increase in 2021, 151%, and decrease in 2020, which is 131%, and increase in 2003, which is 132%. And last is in 2024, decrease become negative 93%. For the net income in 2020, also is 100%, decrease in 2021, 96%, and increase 2020 to 125%, and decrease in 2023, which is 105%. And last in 2024, increased by 131%.
Thank you, Yashin. Now I will present about current working capital ratio. This is the table shows that year 2024 until 2020, the total amount of current asset, current liability, and quick asset. The formula for current ratio is current asset divide current liabilities. This is the final calculation of 5 year. In 2024, current ratio is 1.42 to 1. In 2020 is 1.26 to 1. In 2022 is 1.28 to 1. In 2021 is 1.16 to 1, and the final year 2020 is 1.29 to 1. Furthermore, we also have calculate asset test ratio, which also known as quick ratio. Quick ratio is a stricter measure of liquidity, excluding inventory from current asset. This is the table shows that year 2024 until 2020, the total amount of current asset, current liabilities, and quick asset. And the formula for asset test ratio is quick asset divide current liability. This is the final calculation in 5 years. In 2024, the quick ratio is 1.27 to 1. In 2023 is 1.06 to 1. In 2022 is 1.01 to 1. In 2021 is 0.88 to 1. And the final year 2020 is 1.01 to 1. This shows that occasional vulnerabilities in meets short-term obligation without relying on inventory. The account receivable turnover is measure how efficiently the company collects its receivable. High turnover means quicker collection, which support better cash flow. WCT's turnover ratio helps highlights how effectively the company manages its credit policy and customer payments. The formula for account receivable turnover is sales on account divide average account receivable. This is the final calculation for 5 years. In year 2024, the average account receivable is 953,196. the turnover is 1,924.06 times. In 2023 is 1,068,186, and the turnover is 1,617.09 times. In 2022 is 1,090,590, and the turnover is 1,913.03 times. In 2021 is 1,130,184, and the turnover is 1,526.85 times. And the final year for 2020 is 1,090,606, and the turnover is 1,562.97 times. The number of cells in account define the turnover ratio by calculating how many days it takes to collect receivable on average. Shorter periods are ideal as that reflect quicker cash flow. If amount increase, it might indicate problem in credit control or customer payments delay. The formula for number of days sales in account receivable is 365 days. Divide account receivable turnover. This is the final calculation for 5 years. In year 2024, the days sales in account receivable is 0.19 days. In 2023 is 0.23 days. In 2022 is 0.19 days. In 2021 is 0.24 days. In 2020 is 0.23 days. All of these are the figures. The first figure is WCT current ratio. The data shows that current ratio increased consecutively for 5 years, and the final result is 1.49. The second is WCT quick ratio for 5 years. The data shows that it got increased and decreased, but the final result is increased 0.90. The third is account receivable turnover. The data shows that it decreased and the final year 2020. And the fourth is number of days sales in account receivable. The final result is also decreased in the final year 2020.
Good morning, doctor. My name is Eng Yi En, and my metric number is AP220493. Today, I would like to present about inventory turnover. The following formula of inventory turnover is cost of goods sold divide average inventory. Let's refer to the table. The highest data of inventory turnover is the year of 2020 and the year of 2021. The highest data of inventory turnover is 0.08, and the lowest of inventory turnover is the year of 2024. The data of lowest inventory turnover is 0.02. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Next, I would like to present about equity ratio. The following formula of equity ratio is shareholders' equity divide total asset. Let's refer to the table. The highest of equity ratio is the year of 2022, and the lowest of equity ratio is the year of 2024. The data of highest equity ratio is 0.47, and the lowest of equity ratio is 0.41. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Now I would like to present about net income to net sales. The following formula of net income to net sales is profit metric divide revenue. Now let's refer to the table. The highest profitability ratio is the year of 2021, and the lowest of profitability ratio is the year of 2023. The highest data of profitability ratio is 0.25, and the lowest data of profitability ratio is 0.05. Okay, that's all. Thank you for listening. Now I will pass to Karen. Thank you.
Good morning, Doctor. I'm Karen. Next, I will present the ROE. The ROE is a financial ratio that indicates how efficiency a business generates profit from its shareholder equity. For the ROE formula, we will use the annual net income per shareholder equity. From the left side, we can see the data WCT ROE, and the right side, we can see the data of fiscal year from 2020 years to 2024 years. The most highest ROE is during the 2024 years, that is at 0.51%, and the lowest ROE is during at the 2023 years. The data is negative 5.68%. Next, I will present the earning per share. EPS is a key financial metric that indicates a company's profitability by showing how much profit is share of stock if worth. For the formula EPS, we will use the net income minus preferred dividends per weighted average share outstanding. From the left side, we can see the WEPS data within the 5 years from 2020 years to 2024 years. From the table, we can see the most highest EPS is during at the 2024 years, that is the 0.19 per share, and the most lowest is during at the 2023 years, that is the negative 0.18 per share. Next, I will present the price-earning ratio. It is a financial metric used to evaluate a company's valuation by comparing its current stock price to its earning per share. We will use the formula stock price per EPS. From the figure, have WCT PE ratio within the 5 years, and from the table, we can see the most highest PE ratio is during the 2021 years. The PE ratio is 7.43, and the most lowest PE ratio is during at the 2022 years. It is 4.44. For the conclusion, by analyzing WCT Holdings Berhad financial performance from 2020 years to 2024 years, this study greatly enhanced my knowledge of the use of financial management in the construction business, and I learned a lot about how important financial measurement, including debt levels, profitability, and asset utilization, and show how effective, profitable, and stable a business operates. And this project have improved my capacity to evaluate a business financial condition and make reasonable decisions based on the financial information as a proactive construction manager. Thank you.